hi, Mom, I love you. And I know I was talking about how excited I am and how I haven't slept in 3 days and, my mind is mushing. She just said, me too. She has the same feelings and she's not right here, but she's here in spirit, and she's a special person that's been with me, for 70 years of my life. And I know that my dad, who died in 1960, is up there looking down and laughing. And my mom's probably laughing right now, too, because when I was a sophomore in high school, I was playing in summer baseball, and I was playing on 3 or 4 different teams. And I told my dad, I'm going to drop a couple of these because I want to get a job to make some money. And my dad said, no, he said, I'll give you a couple bucks, go caddy, make a few loops, and you'll be okay. He said, don't work. He said, because once you start work, you're going to have to work the rest of your life. And my dad worked hard. He was a mechanic, and he worked hard. And, the reason I say that he's up there laughing right now is because I listened to him, and I continued to play, and I have never worked a day in my life. I went from player to coach to a broadcaster, and I am the luckiest guy in the world. And my sisters, Dolores and Judy, they were there with me. They supported, everything that I did, because life with me as a kid was just a locker room. Every day was recess. And they knew that, and they went along with it and supported everything, and I love them, and I appreciate that. If there was a Hall of Fame for families, my family would be in the Hall of Fame. My wife, Virginia, my 2 sons, Joe and Mike. They talk about how hard coaches work, and they work 18, 20 hours a day. They sleep on a couch. They don't come home. And, that's not the hard job. The hard job is a coach's wife, believe me. The job of the coach's wife is she has to be mother, father, driver, doctor, nurse, coach, everything, because the coach is out there working. So, when anyone is appreciated, they have to appreciate the wife, and I had the greatest, and I have the greatest in Virginia. Thank you. Stand up. You deserve it. After all those years putting on, you deserve to stand up and take a bow on this day. And my 2 sons, Mike and Joe, I'm so proud of them. They're not only my 2 sons, but they're my 2 best friends. And just everything that they do. I used to, when they were kids, I used to take them to practice on Saturdays, and I'd take them to the Pro Bowl, and I coached Pro Bowl way too damn many times, but I used to take them to the Pro Bowl and the Super Bowl, and, every time I could, and those were special times. As I look back now, on my coaching career, I think of my family, and I think of the days that, we spent together. And I say this to coaches everywhere. If you ever have a chance to take your kids with you, take them. Don't miss that opportunity. Because when it's all over and done with, and you look back, those are going to be your fondest memories. And when you go into Hall of Fame, at my age, then you have kids who have wives, and then they have kids. So Mike's wife is Noelle, Joe's wife is Wendy. And then between them, they've given me 5 grandkids that I love to death. And they're the love of my life. They're 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Sam, Jack, Jesse, Aiden, and McKenna. And that's what it's all about. It's about family and having them here with your team. I know I go into the Hall of Fame as a coach, and I know that I go into the Hall of Fame because of my players and what they did. And I'm so proud, Al already introduced the players that are in the Hall of Fame behind me. If they just stand up, and all my players that are out there, there's between 30 and 40 X-rated players. All stand up. Stand up. My family, stand up. Stand up. Just take your day. Just take. You remember them. You remember